EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Atlantic coast of Maine and Lighthouse Pointe, live second-round coverage of the Maine Classic. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. His cushion is a full 4 shots as he gets set to tee off. Well, I don't think that's how you envision things starting. A wayward first tee shot, but he's going to get away with it as that ricochets back into the fairway. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notobegay III.
He's got 103 yards to the front, 105 to the hole. The pin is in the front right part of the green.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Just 5 feet left. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. He's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. Now at the second hole here at Lighthouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, but because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Very nicely done. Nearly made it for birdie, but par will not be a problem from there. That finished off for par here at the second. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. Frank, I like the mix of holes as we start out here at Lighthouse Pointe. Tough par 4, then a par 3, and now a scoring opportunity with a par 5 at the third.
Scoring opportunity with a good drive. Very thin fairway here, Rich. This hole is built for accuracy, and players off the tee, they're going to have to try and hit this fairway. Long fairway bunker runs almost the entire length of this hole, and it could act actually as a little helper, stop you going down by the cliff, because anything left, obviously, on that cliff line will go all the way down to the ocean.
They call that positioned A. That's going to be right down the middle. that one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, that's a good stroke. Doesn't quite get the reward of the eagle, but a birdie would be a nice consolation, right? Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the third. And he's going to get it to 1 under for his round and 12 under for the tournament. Well, here at the par 4 fourth, 411 yards, Frank, this is the kind of hole where you want to pull out the cell phone and maybe take a few pictures because the views are absolutely amazing.
And you also see why this golf course is called the Cliffs. That's for sure. Great vistas. This front nine completely lines the coast, so you're going to need to keep it fairly straight on this golf course. This hole in particular, though, the fairway is actually rather generous, so you do get a little bit of reprieve off the tee, and you really want to hit the fairway because that green is very tiny, Rich. It was a good tee shot, a little unlucky to run into the first cut.
So no real problems here with the lie. It's his second from that first cut. And that not going to work out as intended. It'll wind up coming to rest just off the green. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Now at the 5th here at Lighthouse Pointe, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
When you stand on this tee, Rich, you don't see any fairway bunkers, but be careful. It can certainly fool you. The goal really with the Cliffs course is to find fairways.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Now note his second from the fairway.
He's got 135 yards to the front, 155 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
This one has a chance to be close.
No, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
10-foot putt left. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And he gets it to minus 13 for the tournament, 2 under for the day. Par 3 6th is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen.
Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll remain 4 clear of the field. 7th hole at Lighthouse Pointe is only 370 yards. Frank, are you happy if you walk out of here with anything other than birdie?
If you hit the fairway, you definitely should be looking at birdie, but the biggest problem here is to decide, Rich, what club to hit off the tee. You could hit a multitude of clubs here. Further up you go, the narrower this fairway gets.
That's up the left side.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Here at 7, this is 2nd from off the fairway. Gonna have to open that club face here, try and come up with a spinner. That's a great shot. Just cut the legs out from under it, and that will be all that's left for par. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Getting set at the 8th hole. It's a par 3 of 165 yards. Break it down for us, partner.
This gets really narrow in the middle of this green, Rich. That's sort of the biggest problem. Matter of fact, only had 12 yards from that left side to the right in the middle. And the green itself actually is 3 times that in length, 36 yards. So straightness is the key here.
Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. It'll hold tight at -13. Now to the par 5 9th. Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So if you do the maths, it's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green. That's the easy way to play the hole. Make a mistake off the tee and you might find out this is a more difficult 3-shotter than what you were anticipating.
Solid, a good drive in the fairway. It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5, the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just let that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Oh man, the putter is working now. That is back-to-back eagles, a rarity in the world of golf. Frank, you think about the great designers, Pete Dye, Alistair McKenzie, and Christian Brandt is certainly in that conversation. They like to play mind games with you, and you're playing with people's heads when you look at that number on the card versus the 10th hole.
Yeah, 10th hole, which is par 4, plays a lot longer than 11, but it's a very clever hole. It's called what we call a tweener. It's in between a 4 and a 5, so if you walk away with here with 5, you feel like you've lost something. Walk away with 4, you feel like you've gained something. So the great par 5s are often reachable. 11, that's one of them.
And this one's only 530 yards as a par 5, and remember 10 was a par 4 at 592. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, Noda, this is second.
Left himself with 149, pin in the right front. Gap wedge started left of the hole and staying there. Gonna leave a little work left.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%. That's right, 10%.
How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll stay at 15 under. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5.
I dare say a touch too aggressive. Try to fly it all the way and expect it to hold. That is very ambitious. Look what's happened.
So now from the fringe, a long chance, but a chance nonetheless for an eagle. A straightforward look here for birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2. Back here now at the 12th hole, par 4, 439 yards, Frank, to the center of this green off the black tees.
And if the breeze blows left or right, this hole plays very hard. One of the reasons why, just through the fairways littered with bunkers. So not only do you have to pick the right line, but somehow you've got to get that ball the right distance as that hole bends completely to the left. Rather interesting shaped green here at 12.
This is a stiff test, no doubt. Second shot now from 100 yards. And that'll do just fine. From about 8 feet. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the 2 fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10? This is the shared green. So 13 and 10, and this is where they meet up again at the end of a long, long walk.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Nothing wrong with that. Inside of 5 feet. Nicely done. Now this for another birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And the lead swells to 6 here on this Friday. And to the 14th hole. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. This from 7 feet. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. 15th hole, and Frank a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand left and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green that really the only problem is if you go long.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie, and he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. We begin the finishing stretch here at Lighthouse Pointe with the downhill 241-yard par 3 16, bunker in the back, but open access to the pin. Otherwise, fun hole here. And I think he was a little wary of hitting the ball too far there, and he winds up leaving it short. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second. Oh, right on line all the way. It is a par here at 16. And he's going to stay at 19 under par. 17th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Only the longest hitters can get here in two. It's two big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway, so if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch, and really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. Well, maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Oh, that is a really good putt. Got it to throw out the anchor right near the hole. That's well done. Chance now for another birdie. Nicely done. A birdie finished off here at 17. He gets it to 20 under par. Frank, it's been quite a journey to this point, but here we are, the 18th hole at Lighthouse Pointe.
It looks like a dogleg left, or should play like a dogleg left. You might stand on that tee and think that you can take the direct line.
You can't get there from here, can you?
Good old Maine terminology there. So the goal really is to somehow find that fairway down the right. And of course, it all depends on how far you fly that tee shot on the line you take. From there on in, just a short iron and maybe a chance to get another birdie and finish with a smile on your face. quite obviously off the tree and into the rough.
So he may need to choke up on this one as he gets set for his second.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Oh, never in doubt. Back-to-back birdies to close things out. And this is going to be a second round score of 62. That's some lights out playing. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take. Frank, our featured golfer, with a commanding lead through 36 holes.
So far, it's just been just a clinic again. I know I use that word a lot, Rich, but it looks like two different players. One at the top and, well, the chasers. Different league.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.